Met with Phoenix Retro Mods. Today we're going to go over how to add games to the Wii slash GameCube portable. Now this is going to work for both. I'm not currently selling them, but I do eventually plan on selling just GameCube portables, but this will work for both because they all technically use a Wii. That's a whole nother story, but anyway, let's get into it real quick. I got a couple games here. We got WarioWare, which is in a .iso format, and we also have Wii Sports as well. I'm also going to bring up the SD card that we have, and I'm going to show you guys, this is what you would do if, let's say, you want to upgrade your SD card, if you just want to add your games. The one that we have, that you're going to have, is going to look like this by default. It's going to have a games folder, which is where the GameCube games are going to go, and then a WBFS folder as well for the Wii games. It's going to have an apps folder as well if you ever want to add emulators. I don't know if I'll do a tutorial on that. We'll see. Right now, Rvloader, which is the program that is used, which is right here, it doesn't have a default emulator program where it can play it from the menu, but you can add the emulators and play them from the homebrew apps is what they're called. So you go to the homebrew menu, which I go over in the video introducing. The VC is where the virtual console games will go. I'm not going to go over that, but all you got to do is go to Mario Cube. Just Google that. And in his database, he has a ton of .wad files. Any region will work. And that should be just about everything. So what we're going to be doing is we're going to use an all-in-one kind of solution. So even though I already have the SD card here, it's already formatted in FAT32. I'm going to show you a quick, easy way if you want to make your own SD card by going into wiibackupmanager. I'll have a link in the description. What you do is you click on Format Drives, click on the drive letter. In this case, it is E. It's just a 30 gigabyte one. What you're going to do is format it in FAT32, cluster size 32 kilobytes, can't even talk, and then just click Start. I'm not going to do it in this case, but it's super easy. You can use other formatter tools as well. You don't have to use this one. I just think it's a great all-in-one solution. And for the games, from my understanding, you don't have to have them in a folder format, but what you could literally do is just drag and drop it. But the problem is Wii Sports doesn't have the title ID or the game ID. So this Wii Backup Manager will get that for you. You can also get it from GameTDB. I believe it's called GameTDB.com. You can find the title ID. It just has to be in brackets. I have a WarioWare game, which is right. Where did I put it? Oh, I just have it in the sevens up here. But you can do it from there. Anyway, when you download from Vim's Lair, which is the website, I'm not going to put it in the description, but just Google it. You can download the .wbfs automatically. So you won't have to do a bunch of stuff. You'll just have to unzip it, I believe, and then go from there. WarioWare will automatic, or in this case, the GameCube games will automatically come in .iso. You'll just have to extract it, which I'm just going to start right there. And that is right there. Actually, I don't have the title ID, so let's look it up. Game TDB database, GameTDB.com. So I'm going to find the title for that real quick. And while that's doing that, I'm just going to start with the Wii because we kind of already started that. And this is a quick, easy way to do it. All you got to do is add a file, and you can add multiple files in this case. Oh, I already had the WarioWare one, which I'll still look it up. Click on Wii Sports. We're going to transfer. Sorry, click it first. Going to transfer, and this will also convert it. So if you have the ISO or CISO, you can do it that way. I don't recall what the sneak format is, but you're just going to click WBFS. It's just going to go into the WBFS folder, or it'll create one too. Click OK. And it should just take a couple seconds because it's just transferring it in this case. It's not even converting it. Well, that's loading. Yep, perfect. So that's pretty quick. And we'll just exit out of here. You can download covers, do a bunch of other things on here. The SD card that I'm sending you guys will have almost all of the GameCube and Wii covers. But you can download them from GameTDB, which is another great thing. So going from here, you're going to go to, let's see if we can actually, no sound. Well, here's the cover packs first off, before we go to that. You can download the discs. You can download the 3D covers, but in this case, you'd probably just want the covers in this, and then just click USA. And then it'll just download all of them, and I'm going to cancel that. And then you just put them into P-Loader, and then covers right here. And it's going to be in the title ID format. That's why it's important to have the title ID, because that's what it's going to look for. Also have emulator covers as well. I got a couple in there already, but it's not. This is only for when the the BB loader gets updated, where it includes emulators. Now, I'm not going to go over Portableize Me at this point. If you guys want to look into it, go to bitbuilt.net. But anyway, we're going to look up WarioWare. So what we're going to do is we're going to go in the there we go. Right here. GZWE01. Yeah, so if you just have the game, it should have it. Most downloads will have the ID. So now that we have that, to add the GameCube game, let's go back. What you're going to do is you're going to go to Games. Oh, I already have it in here actually. And all you're going to do is just create a new folder. Just Wario, where do a little bracket. Let's try that again. Copy or paste it, and that's it. And then what you're going to do is you're going to rename this file to game.iso, and then you will just transfer it in here. Now I'm just going to just skip that for now since I already have it in there. And it's just going to look like that. Name, title ID. You can just do the title ID. You don't have to do the name. It just, for me, it helps when I'm trying to go through all the my game list to have them all listed. So just to kind of recap, WBFS for Wii Sports Pack, it's going to name it to that, and then it's going to have just the title ID and the .wbfs. If you have a game larger than 4 GB, and that's another important thing why you should just download it in the .wbfs from Vim's Lair, it'll break up the ISO in Wii Backup Manager. That is a nice thing. So if you do have a game that's in ISO, let's say you downloaded a bunch of games wherever, and you have a over 4 GB game, you can add it to this, transfer it in the .wbfs format file, and it will convert it into two files. It'll say the title ID plus WBFS1 for the second disk or second file. It'll also do this for multiple disks, I believe. I don't recall actually. I think you can convert it into one file. Otherwise, it'll just be two game folders. It's not a huge deal. I can't recall at the top of my head though how the second disc works. I don't think there's a lot. No, that's for sorry, that's for GameCube. I don't know if they have second disc for Wii. But don't worry about the second disc thing. Just put it in as a separate game. That's what I always do. Just put like if it's Resident Evil, just put Resident Evil Disc 2. I actually don't think you can put them in one folder. I'll I'll put something in the description if there is a way to do it, or if someone has a question about it, if they're really curious. So that is just about everything. So I hope that was pretty easy. It's not too difficult with this new BB Loader software. It used to be a lot more complex to add games, at least to the virtual consoles. And I'm not going to go over how you had to do it, but that was a little more complex. The only issue right now with virtual consoles is there's no, I shouldn't say it's an issue, but there isn't covers automatically downloaded for them, and you can't find them from game.tdb. If you guys want me to do a separate video for that, I can. I can do it. It's not complicated. It's kind of a workaround, but anyway, hope that was helpful. Let me know if you have any comments or questions. Just let me know. Have a great rest of your day, guys.